Hey guys, it's your girl Jairuslyn. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing amazing, insane, blessed. This vlog is actually quite exciting because I'm going to be baking cinnamon rolls whilst talking about the topic of sleepovers with my dad, of course, which he's currently getting everything ready to film this video. So yeah, but before we get started, make sure you give this video a big fat like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you guys receive all my new videos. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So first, I need to get all my ingredients ready, grab my dad because I've already told you to get everything ready, and run you guys through how I'm going to be doing today's video and cooking and talking. Let me just check my two cameras are working. Perfect. So I have grabbed my dad and we are about to get all the ingredients ready, tie our hair up and just get all the equipment and just get ready for baking. So let's get all our ingredients ready and let's start baking and talking.
Go.
Guys, I'm gonna pop my hair up and we're gonna wash our hands, put on our aprons and start baking. Hair is all up, apron time.
Hey guys, I'm putting on my apron.
Apron currently, guys. I've got like the most cute small one, it's just nice.
You can see? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you're already putting on aprons on, you just wash our hair. Hey guys, now all the prep is done. Now, you know, we're gonna start baking. I'm making cinnamon rolls, which I'm really excited for. Now, we're gonna be talking about sleepovers and what happened when I was in secondary school, primary school about sleepovers, and just talking about the dangers of sleepovers. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Yeah guys, we're at a point where my daughter is getting all the ingredients written down so that she will know what she's doing. So today is episode 2, as she said, and we are going to talk about sleepovers, why my wife and I, we don't allow sleepovers. So maybe this will help someone out there, some parents out there. Yeah, so get ready for episode 2, real talk with Jairuslyn, while we discuss sleepovers.
Now we're beginning to bake. So I always wondered when I was a little girl, like, why I wasn't allowed sleepovers, because I remember always asking my parents, like, oh yeah, like, I'm not allowed to sleepovers, and I remember asking them, oh yeah, Mum, Dad, can I go to sleepovers? They'll be like, oh no, like, sleepovers just aren't really our thing, and it was like, oh, like, what do they mean when they say that? Because like at the time, like I was young, I didn't like understand like where she was coming from. So growing up, going into secondary school, I later realized that, oh yeah, maybe sleepovers, like, maybe I want to do more sleepovers. Like, can you tell them like what exactly happened?
Yeah, so I think something I want to say first of all is sleepovers can be fun for kids, which they think that is fun. However, there are some hidden potential dangers that most of the time parents don't actually put into consideration. So that was what happened when my daughter came to us and said, oh daddy, she would like to go for sleepovers. So yeah.
Just put the milk in it, guys. And I'm gonna put sugar, yeast, butter, 2 eggs, salt, and then flour and the dough mixture.
So like as I was saying, while children think that it's fun, my wife and I normally we pray about everything. We felt like in as much as it could be fun for kids, there are some hidden dangers. There could be some potential dangers for children, which we're gonna go through them. So like I said before in my previous video, we are not here to teach people how to parent, but these are the things that we believe that it will help. So we're going to review some of the dangers that we feel like it could happen to children, especially abuse out there. So that's why we said no to her first of all in primary school.
Yeah guys, that was my primary school experience. And like going into secondary school, like I also thought, like, you know what, I'm becoming a big girl, like let me go tell my parents that I want to do sleepovers and everything. And like I remember that time where two mates invited me to a sleepover. And I was like, oh yeah, like we arranged everything, we planned everything, like we literally planned everything we were gonna do without my parents' knowledge, by the way, at the time, guys. And I think what year was I in, Dad? I was in like, what year was I in?
Year 8 now?
Year 8 or year 9? Year 8, I was in year 8.
As I was saying as well, we have to also realize that the dangers can range from minor dangers to major dangers. For example, disagreement, to the extent of abuse or exposure to different things. We will come to that with that point.
Can I do some credit, please?
You want to wrap it?
Yes, please. We've got 67, 67.
Bruh.
We need 76, 76. It's funny how he doesn't get the references, guys. 6, 7?
7, 6.
Bruh. Nope.
Way too much. Please crack the sweet into that whilst I heat up the butter. Heat up some butter, y'all. And if you're wondering why I keep looking over, I'll show you guys in a second. Wait. It's so good. I've made my ingredients list. Yeah. So as you can see, this half is the dough and this half is the filling. It may be less on the food, guys, but trust me, my cinnamon rolls are like the best. Yes, wait.
That's 2 eggs cracked.
Yeah, pour it in there. No, just pour it in there. Yeah. So guys, now we're gonna wait for the butter to melt, add the butter in, and then add some salt and then flour, and then we're gonna come back to y'all. The butter is ready, guys. Now let's give that a little stir. I'm gonna pour this into my mixture. Perfect. Now move for the side. Yeah. That was my secondary school experience, and then I told by the way, guys, my mum's on the background making food. Say hi. Hi. Then I had told my parents about all of it, and then they were like, they still didn't let me go, and I was like, what? Like, why aren't they letting me go to sleepovers? Because at the time they still haven't explained to me, but like, I knew there was like dangers of going to sleepovers, but like I thought the mates that I had like talked about were like good people, if you know what I mean, because as a teenage girl, like you want to like go for sleepovers. I wasn't even a teenager, I was a teenager. Like as a teen girl, you want to like go to sleepovers, you know, hang out with your girls, might do all that type of stuff. So Dad, could you tell them why you didn't want to let me go to sleepovers whilst I need my dough?
What happened when she came to us that she arranged for sleepovers? As parents, I think it was the time that we felt we could sit her down and explain to her why we don't want her to go for sleepovers. Yeah, so as parents, we normally pray about things. We felt like there were some hidden dangers, although children think that it's kind of fun. So we are going to go through some of the points that we felt like they are very, very, very important.
So my dough is ready, so I'm going to let it sit for an hour, and then we're going to talk to you guys about the sleepover thing. And we're going to get back, make the filling, put it in the oven, and then serve everything. And yeah. I need need to let my dough sit for an hour, so I'm going to cling film it and then let it sit for an hour. Hopefully my dough heats up and becomes that nice.
Yeah, so first thing that I want to talk about is as parents we don't know what we are into, where our children are going, what they're into. That's the first thing that I want to talk about. Second thing is lack of supervision, because even when the children are with you, not everything that you can see under your eyes. Yeah, so the third thing that we felt like our children could be in danger of sleepovers is indecent exposures or maybe harmful content, because we don't know the kind of TV shows or how they're going to be allowed online, even when it's late. So these are the things that we really careful about, and we said no to sleepovers. I think the fourth thing that we discussed was bullying. Sometimes kids can be bullied in someone's house, and the safety of the home as well. You don't know actually what they're into. But remember this, that sometimes your children or the parents can trust that household, but maybe you don't know who else will come into the house. Uncle, auntie, a friend, and you don't know what they are into. So these are the
guys,
things
we're not saying like sleepovers are like an awful horrific.
Of course.
We're not trying to come across that. It's just.
Of course, we're going to say that it can be fun as well. But
Yeah.
we're going to go into that, the safety of it, how we can make it safe for everyone. Because there are a lot of things that are happening in sleepovers, good things and bad things, and it could be an abuse or a good experience for our children as well. So these are the things that we came into an agreement with.
Guys, like I said, sleepovers aren't like a bad thing, but like there are a lot of like things we can put in place to make sleepovers safer, because sleepovers can be safe, but like at the same time we still need to be cautious about like what's happening. So would you like to take over?
Yeah, that's true. So we are not saying that sleepovers are bad things, like you said, but there are ways to put them in place to make sure that they are safe for our children. Because remember, when abuse happens, it affects these children, not just now, but for their future as well. So I think the first thing that every parent has to put into consideration is maturity of that child. How that child is mature. And it depends on how the conversations you've had with that child, how you think that child. So put that into consideration. Is she or is he mature enough to go for sleepovers?
Guys, I'm guys talking, I'm cleaning the dishes. And guys, he is doing things, don't worry, don't be blaming him in the comments. He is helping me out. But I'm just doing most of the water.
Yeah, I've been doing some hard work. Anyway, so put some supervision in place, okay? For example, if there is space for both parents to understand and be in the same household, while you create maybe a movie night or board games for the children, while the parents are around supervising, and make sure that there's a space for each and every child to feel safe in the house.
And guys, I just want to say, I know like many teenagers may be watching this and be like what is this girl on about? Like, sleepovers are fine. But like, I just think you guys don't know like what's happening behind closed doors, because I'm not saying like know the family in terms of like, oh yeah, I know like her favourite colour, or like I know what she likes. Like I'm saying like genuinely like knowing them, like what they're into, like checking their background, checking their history, because you guys honestly don't know what's happening behind closed doors, and it's actually like crazy to think how much things are happening behind closed doors that you just don't know of. So just generally knowing the family and knowing that person that you're going into their house is very, very important.
I think one of my sessions that I always tell children is make sure the phone is charged. And also, that's even when the parents are happy about it and they are happy for you to go to the household, make sure your phone is charged, and you develop like a secret or a code between you and your parents and you and your siblings. So for example, if you're not feeling comfortable, there's a way to text your mom or your dad, or there's a way to text your sibling, just to let them know that there is something going on. So these are the things that we can put in place to make sure that sleepovers are safe. She's preparing her film for the cinema room, so I'll pass it on to Jairuslyn.
Guys, I have finished my filling for my cinnamon roll, which I have recorded. And yeah, so that sums up everything that we have talked about for sleepovers. We are going to currently sum up everything and finish my cinnamon rolls and just end the video there, because I hope you guys really enjoyed this video about sleepovers and my experience with sleepovers. Also, just to remind you guys again, sleepovers are not a bad thing. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. Like, sleepovers are honestly not a bad thing. I wanted to talk about it and make it safe for everybody out there to know that, you know, you just need to do some background checks and just know the person properly and just be aware of like who you're going to have a sleepover with. So now I'm gonna record the process of my cinnamon rolls and come bake my cinnamon rolls with me. Hey guys, as you can see, I have finished baking finally. Here are my cinnamon rolls. They turned out really, really nicely. Really soft, fluffy and delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big fat like, comment, subscribe, turn on push notifications so you can see all my new videos. And make sure you guys really look out for Real Talk with Jairuslyn. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!